Welcome to Franco Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one, Shane McClanahan. How about a scouting report on him?
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix the ball in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa leading things off and takes a strike. That one catches the zone. That is strike two.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that's a pretty good fastball. With high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be. Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Ryan Reynolds in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. And another ball.
Freedom.
And there's the automatic. That one fouled off. Here comes the pitch. This one in the air, center field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. There's a Pirates lineup now. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
2 out, space is empty. And that one is inside.
Oh, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swung on, belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen. There's a swing and a drive. And that gets down into the gap. Run scores easily, and the Pirates strike first. It's 1-0.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Joey Bart. That one's in there. Going away. Man at second. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
And now the lefty. This to center field. Siri makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here with my pal Siggy. Our starter in this one, Paul Skeens. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys in balance.
And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Pitch misses there, 1-0.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. And he deals. And that one fouled off. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Lau at the plate. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Junior Caminero at the plate and takes high there. At the belt and fires. There's a strike.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one at triple digits.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Swing and a miss. Flail and a splitter in the dirt for strike 3.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Two outs. Foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Diaz off the first with 2 away. And the righty deals. Got it by him for the K. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Pirates 1, the Rays nothing. And we're back. Top of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. The pitch. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. The next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitchers umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
And another ball. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's going to be Brian De La Cruz. And there's a foul ball. And now it's even up. Snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. The pitch. High fly ball, shallow right field. Puts it away for the out.
The first baseman, number 13, Hayes.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. First pitch misses.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boo, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Man at first, one away. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. Gonzalez round second, heads for third. He's in there.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Well, that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runners on the corners with one gone. Now it's the rookie first baseman. And that's in for a strike. Runners at the corners, one away. Here at the top of the second. And now the count is even. Missed inside with the curve.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
3-2.
And that's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He played off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Falefa takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed, so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
Going to lay off that pitch down.
The count 2-1. And fouled off. Waits at the bender with a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Ryan Reynolds here. He's 0 for 1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Gonzalez, the runner at third. Hayes at first, 2 out of the inning. Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. On its way to the corner, sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that's the third out. Pirates leave them loaded, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Second, and now it's Jose Siri. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Just missed.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Next pitch in for a strike. It's 2-2.
Logan, one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Richie Palacios, the next to hit, takes outside. One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hard hit left side. Fires over to first. And that quickly 2 away. And now here is Christopher Morel. That one in triple digits.
No ball, 1 strike.
through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Lefty on lefty matchup, and sometimes you can be on roller skates a little bit where you're quickly wanting to get out of the way, but other times there you're saying probably safer if I just try to get a fat part of my body on the baseball and won't hurt as much.
McCutchen batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for another play.
Kicks and deals. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Joey Bart now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swings through that.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Here comes the 0-1. Ripped towards third. Fires across the diamond, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Gonzalez starting up the middle at second, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020.
He doesn't get a knock right here. That pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Palacios makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one gets down for a hit.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Guy that just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
So 2 down. T. Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Two outs. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Cannonball coming. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here is Ben Workman. The line to kick the pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. We just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Good eye right there. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Reynolds gets under it. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Taylor Walls. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. The Rays trailing by 3 here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. That could be the laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you off to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Diaz stands in now and watches strike 1. That's in there. Righty to the plate. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 down, nobody on. And another ball. Kick the 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Righty delivers. Got it. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Rays go in order. 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, number 28. McClanahan back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And a big swing and a miss. The punch out there, and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Up next for the Pirates, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Right side, hard hit. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. That's in there. That's strike 1. Now pop up on the infield. Diaz moves under it. Corrals it. And that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Pirates 3, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Brandon Lau. The line and pitch. Late on that fastball.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Wouldn't chase that time.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The line of the pitch. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. And the right-hander deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the slider just misses.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Swing and a ball popped up. Should have this one. Makes the grab, one away.
The third baseman, number 13, Junior.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's outside. Ball one. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Kicks and fires. Check swing, went around. That's strike one. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now that right field.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. That one in triple digits. The Rays trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's inside. And 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with it.
Swing and a miss. That one at 1-1.
Showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. All the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Siri batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Close, but called the ball. And the count is 1-1. Caminero, the runner at first with 2 gone. swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. The Rays strand just the one. They trail in this one 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
McCutchen, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. This is Joey Bart. And it's fouled away.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Sends it to first, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they lead at 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. As he turns on the rubber, with that good live arm delivers. That clips the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Now 1-1. And a pitch. Pumping serious gas and 1-2 on that one. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Digging in, Christopher Morel. And a foul ball. And now the 0-1. Foul ball there. And that's down and away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And him out front for strike 3.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And But not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Forward bend at the plate now. That's ball one.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
That one ripped right center field. Go! And they inch closer. It's 3-1.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Walls down the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Rays with a solo shot to trim the lead. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now it's going to be Nick Gonzalez as the lefty gets to work. That misses, and that's ball one. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Pepio warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Rasmussen getting loose as well. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and he'll play it on a bounce.
But the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Shane McClanahan departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Ryan Pepio taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian De La Cruz, 1 for 2. In there, and it's 0-1. De La Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 27 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Gonzalez on at first, nobody out. Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field was that throw from right field to third base. The longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Here comes a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch. Good luck recognizing that tight span and adjusting to the late break.
Now the third baseman, T. Brian Hayes. Outside low, 1-0. The pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, So it's first and second with only one away.
Everything came together for him. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So first and second with one man gone. Next is the speedy first baseman. There's a strike.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
2 on, 1 out. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Three-pitch sequence here, pretty simple in terms of plugging away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Back to the top of the lineup, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's the third, and that one finds its way through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, it's 4-1.
Comes through with the RBI. There's something about pulling him down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So first and second with 2 outs. Up next for the Pirates, Ryan Reynolds. That one fouled off. Foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball still, 1-2 count. The Pirates trying to break this one open. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him on the off-balance throw. They limit the damage here, but they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on bottom of the 6th. Yandy Diaz now.
The first base baseman, Yandy Diaz.
The wind of the pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Number 8.
And now it's Brandon Lau. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. And he deals.
Well, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
3-2. Right through there. And to a later.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. And that's downstairs and outside. The Rays trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball.
Rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one's in there. Good count now. On the ground to third, Hayes. The throw to first, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Rays, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. And we're back, and here is O'Neal Cruz. Pepio back to work. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's down and in.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Not even close there. And it's 3-2. Hot shot to third. Over to Diaz. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's Andrew McCutcheon to hit. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Hit high, that gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And here's the catcher, Joey Bart. And he pumps in a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. There's the swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strike.
designated reliever. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Gonzalez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. McCutchen off of first with 2 away. Pulls that one foul. That misses. Now 1-2. Heading down the line. Low, ranging after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here at a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Pirates 4, the Rays 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. David Bednar. And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a pitch. Off the mark there. And it's 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Stratton getting cranked up as well. Left-hand batter waits. That clips the corner.
Mitchell has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ballgame if you're not careful.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is, hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Bednar, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Just off the inside edge. The next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. In the air on the infield, settles underneath it. 2 down.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that until his next at bat.
Now at the plate, Richie Palacios. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Pushed foul. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Up and in. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Bounce to the left side. Throws to first. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa, and they trail it 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th at the plate for Pittsburgh. Ryan De La Cruz. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. One strike.
That's hard hit on the line. Palacios makes the catch. And there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Line drive. Base hit.
Billy.
One gone, runner at first. And now the first baseman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Siri squeezes it.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So the lineup flips over. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First pitch, not close. Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
The lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now, and he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. Third out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 4, the Rays 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Colin Holderman. Now for Tampa Bay, Christopher Morel. The Rays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog starts the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And ball 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quick at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that's down and away. In the dirt, and now 3 in a row. swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ben Workman. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. 0-1. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. And the home fans sit down following the twin killing. 2 away in the 8th.
Winning 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Taylor Walls. And that clips the inside corner. Two down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 2.
So the Rays batting order turns over. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Base is empty with 2 away. And stepping in for the Rays, Brandon Lowe. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one a little below the knees. 1-1. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. They go back to back, and we're level. It's 4-4.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, boy. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Bailey Falter comes on now.
Number 26. Bailey Falter.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 5-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
So 2 away with nobody on. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. Foul ball. Two outs. Fastball for a strike. Moving in the bullpen. Carmen Mlodzinski, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Heller also throwing. 0-2 now. One on there.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
In the air left field, Reynolds gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. That is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Pete Fairbanks. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Well, 1-run game. Stepping in, O'Neill Cruz, 1 for 3.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Pitches in there. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
You'll want. Foul. And the righty deals. That one missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
We'll chase that time. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. This time he'll be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next is the Pirates DH, Andrew McCutcheon.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Close but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Hard hit, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting the job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
1 down, runner at first. And the batter now, Joey Bart. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here and look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Line drive. Brings it in. So they're down to their final out. Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Flips the corner, strike one.
If he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
One strike away.
One ball.
In the dirt. Tag, save at second. A good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
So the tying run at second. And swinging, it's a strikeout. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
All these players are able to take the lead in the bottom of the eighth and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs at the top of the ninth. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Final line is the Japanese ball for the victorious Rays. 5-7 hits, no errors. They laid 2 runs on base. For the 5-4-1, 13 hits, no errors. They laid 11 runs on base. Time for ball game, 3 outs and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.